Anand? Anand?
Sir, good evening, sir. Start பண்ணிடலாமா?
ஆமா பண்ணலாம்.
சரி, ஓகே.
தமிழ் தாய் வாழ்த்து நான் போடுறேன்.
ஓகே சார், ஓகே சார். Good evening to all of you. I welcome all of you for 54th Engineers Day celebration in IETLC. I welcome our chief guest, today chief guest, Dr. K. Shankara Narayana Swami, Director NIT Puducherry, and other committee members and members. And I welcome you all of you for this celebration of Engineers Day. We start with the program with the invocation song, Tamil Thai Vaazhthu. I request all members to stand for Tamil Thai Vaazhthu.
Anand? Unmute and talk, Anand.
Sir, now I request Dr. N. Komaresan, Chairman IETLC, Professor, EEE Department, NIT Tiruchirappalli, to give a welcome address and read out the sketch, live sketch of Sir Moshagundam Vishwaresuraya. Sir, Komaresan, sir.
Yeah. Good evening, respected chief guest of today's function, Dr. K. Shankara Narayana Swami, Director, National Institute of Technology, Karaikal, Puducherry, Karaikal. Engineer Anand, Honorary Secretary, past chairpersons and secretaries, executive committee members of the Tiruchirappalli Local Center of the Institution of Engineers India, fellow engineers, faculty members from various institutes, student friends, invitees who have kindly responded to our invitation. Members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a warm evening to all of you. I consider it is a proud privilege bestowed to me to welcome all of you for the 54th Engineers Day to commemorate the 161st birthday of eminent engineer, statesman, Bharat Ratna Shri Moshagundam Vishwaresuraya. First of all, let me extend a happy Engineers Day wishes to all my fellow engineers. Let us salute the engineers' great ideas, innovations, and contributions that have truly changed our lives. The Institution of Engineers India popularly called as IEI, was originally formed in 1920, and this is the largest multidisciplinary engineering professional society established with a view to promote and advance the science, practice, and the business of engineering. We can say proudly that the IEI is for engineering advancement for nation building since 1920. That is 100 years of relentless journey towards engineering advancement for our nation building. 54 years back, that is 15th September 1967, IEI decided to celebrate the birthday of Bharat Ratna Sir M. Vishwesvaraya throughout the country as Engineers Day. And every year, a relevant theme is chosen based on which lectures, workshops, seminar involving eminent professionals are organized. The theme of the 54th Engineers Day is Engineers for Skill Development and Employment in Combating COVID. And we are fortunate to have a very eminent engineer, Dr. K. Sankaranarayana Swami, Director, National Institute of Technology, Puducherry, Karaikal, to deliver a theme address on this occasion. On behalf of the Tiruchirappalli Local Center of the Institution of Engineers India, and on my own behalf, I extend a warm welcome to Dr. Sankaranarayana Swami and compliment him for sparing his valuable time to take part in this important function. Sir, many thanks to you, sir, for gracefully accepting the invitation and honoring us with your presence. Thank you, sir. Also, I take this opportunity to welcome all our special invitees, fellow engineers, staff, media person, and students who have responded to our invitation and attending this program in online mode. I am also pleased to welcome the members and their families, along with dearest children, for attending this function in online mode. As you all know, Tiruchirappalli Local Center serves their members residing in 6 districts: Tiruchirappalli, Pudukkottai, Nagapattinam, Perambalur, Ariyallur, and Karur. At this juncture, I would like to inform that every year, Tiruchirappalli Local Center of the Institution of Engineers India confers Best Engineer Award upon one of the eminent engineers from the jurisdiction of our center. In this regard, we received a good number of nominations this year. I would like to place on record the excellent work carried out by the evaluation committee, Engineer Kumar, Engineer Jay Shankaran, and Dr. Nicholas for evaluating the nominations received in connection with this Best Engineer Award. As part of this function, the Best Engineer Award 2021 will be honored. In addition, this year, Institution of Engineers, Tiruchirappalli Local Center would like to honor Tech Samarthyams who have responded to the COVID-19 crisis with valor and guts and provided technical services to the society to tide over the crisis. I record my appreciation to Engineer Anand, Honorary Secretary, staffs of IITLC, in particular Mr. Marimuthu and Muttalagi, and all other fellow engineers and friends who have put in a lot of efforts in bringing up this function in a grand manner under this pandemic situation. Before I conclude, I would like to give the brief biography of Sri Motsaguntam Vishwesvaraya. Sri Motsaguntam Vishwesvaraya, an Indian civil engineer, statesman, and the 19th Diwan of Mysore, serving from 1912 to 1919, was born on September 15, 1860, in Mudanahalli village in Karnataka's Kolar district. He lost his father, who was a Sanskrit scholar, at the age of 50. After completing his early education in Chikballapur, he moved to Bangalore for his higher education. He joined the Science College in Pune to study engineering and was ranked first in the LCE and the FCE examination in 1883. The government of Bombay promptly offered him the job of an assistant engineer at Nasik. He took a job as an assistant engineer with the Public Works Department of Bombay and later was invited to join the Indian Irrigation Commission. He implemented an intricate system of irrigation in the Deccan Plateau and designed and patented a system of automatic water floodgates, and that were first installed in 1903 at Kadaksala Reservoir near Pune. These gates raise the storage level in the reservoir to the highest level, likely to attain without causing damage to the dam. Based on the success of these gates, the same was installed at Tigra Dam in Gwalior and Krishnaraja Sagar Dam in Mandya, Mysore, Karnataka. In 1906 to 1907, the government of India sent him to Aden to study water supply and drainage systems. The project prepared by him was implemented in Aden successfully. Visvesvaraya achieved celebrity status when he designed a flood protection system for the city of Hyderabad. He was instrumental in developing a system to protect Visakhapatnam port from sea erosions. This dam created the biggest reservoir in Asia when it was built. Visvesvaraya gave his technical advice for the location of Makama Bridge over Ganga in Bihar. At that time, he was over 90 years old and was called father of modern Mysore. Known for his simplicity, he was appointed as Dewan by the Maharaja of Mysore in 1912. During his tenure as Dewan of Mysore, he worked reluctantly for the overall development of the state. Many new industries came up during his tenure as Dewan. That is, during his service with the government of Mysore state, he was responsible for the funding of Mysore soap factory, Mysore Iron and Steel Works, now known as Visvesvaraya Iron and Steel Limited in Bhadravati, Bangalore Agricultural University, the State Bank of Mysore, Centenary Club, Mysore Chamber of Commerce, the Apex Chamber of Commerce in Karnataka, University Visvesvaraya College of Engineering, and numerous other industrial places. He encouraged private investment in industry during his tenure as Dewan of Mysore. He was instrumental in charting out the plan for road construction between Tirumala and Tirupati. He was known for his sincerity, time management, and dedication to his cause. The Bangalore Press at the Bangalore Bank of Mysore were established during his tenure like this. During his stint as an engineer, he successfully implemented many projects. He was the brain behind the Krishnaraja Sagar Dam in Mysore. Honored with the Bharat Ratna in 1955, Sri Motshagundam Visvesvaraya was a preeminent engineer, scholar, and statesman of India. In order to honor the achievements of the most influential engineer from the history of contemporary India, Engineers Day is celebrated on Sri Visvesvaraya's birthday, 15th September. Throughout his career of about 30 years as an engineer, 20 years as an administrator, and 20 years as an advisor and statesman, Sri Visvesvaraya contributed significantly in nation building, and his engineering works were spread across the country. Sri Visvesvaraya had a flair of complex engineering and nation building. The engineering community across India celebrate 15th September as Engineers Day as a tribute to the greatest Indian engineer, Sri M. Visvesvaraya. At present, every one of us facing varied challenges due to the pandemic situation. Nevertheless, the COVID-19 pandemic has provided us with an opportunity to come up with a well-crafted strategy to deal with this crisis. As uncertainty persists, it is imperative that our workforce is empowered with the right skills through timely and relevant skilling, upskilling, and reskilling efforts. This will make our people more agile and resilient and able to cope up with the challenges posed by the current pandemic and what lies behind. So, we as professional engineers need to think of technical interventions to design and implement sound technology, and also to upgrade our skills to use such available technologies in a shorter time. So the theme, Engineers for Skill Development and Employment in Combating COVID, is very apt for celebrating this 54th Engineers Day. And amidst us, we have Dr. Sankara Narayana Swamy to address the gathering with this theme. With this few words, it gives me great pleasure to once again extend a warm welcome to all of you for the 54th Engineers Day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for welcome address. Now I request Dr. N. Komla Singh, Chairman, to garland the portrait of Sir Visvesvaraya in order to give respect to the great engineer. Thank you, sir. Now I request Engineer N. Rajshekharan, Chairman-elect IATLC, to introduce chief guest.
Thank you, Mr. Anand. Respected Chairman, Chief Guest of this day, Dr. Sankara Narayana Swamy, senior members, past Chairman, and fellow members, a very good evening to all of you. It's my great pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Sankara Narayana Swamy, to the August gathering here. Though he is known to all of us, it is customary to introduce him to this gathering. So let me have the pleasant task of introducing Dr. Sankara Narayana Swamy, Director NIT Puducherry Karaikal, to the August gathering. Dr. Sankara Narayana Swamy was born in Tenkasi district of Tamil Nadu on 2nd October 1959. He completed his doctorate degree in the area of gear manufacturing from IIT Madras. He did his post-graduation from Department of Mechanical Engineering, IIT Madras, and he obtained his PhD, bachelor degree in engineering with honors from PhD Tech Coimbatore. He started his career as a deputy engineer at Bharat Electronics Limited, Bangalore, in the year 1983. He is having more than 32 years of teaching experience, including postgraduate teaching and research. He entered teaching profession as a lecturer at the prestigious REC Trichy, then REC Trichy, now it is known as NIT Trichy, year 1989, and served as a professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Hello?
Yes, sir. Audible.
Okay, sir. NIT from 2000 to 2000, March 2018. He headed the Department of Mechanical Engineering of NIT from 2000 to 2004 and from 2008 to 2010. He is currently serving as the director of NIT Puducherry since April 2018, and He is having a distinguished service at that place. Dr. Swami's areas of interest lies in the design and manufacturing processes and industrial safety, and he has more than 85 publications in international journals, 30 research publications in international conferences of high repute. He has been involved in the design and analysis of pressure vessels, vibration analysis, industrial safety, and natural fiber composites. He has vast experience in power plants, and he has successfully completed 8 major R&D projects funded by the BHEL Trichy, NLC Neyveli, Ministry of HRD, and DST. He has fetched more than 89 lakhs of rupees as funding from various funding agencies during his tenure at NIT Trichy. He has guided around 18 PhD scholars, out of which 17 scholars have been awarded PhD. Congratulations to you, sir. Professor KSM works enthusiastically for National Professional Organization, and he is a life member of various organizations such as Fellow of Institute of Engineers, India, Indian Society for Technical Education, Indian Welding Society, and a member of Society of Automotive Engineers, India. He is also a member of Section Committee of BIS VTD 44 for Safety of Machinery, and he served as the Vice Chairman of Indian Welding Society Southern Zone for a tenure. He has undertaken several technical and academic visits to China in 1988, USA in 2002, Malaysia in 2004, Slovakia in 2011, and Singapore in 2014. He was fortunate to visit France and Italy by the end of 2019 before the outbreak of Corona pandemic to ink MOUs with the universities in Paris and Rome on behalf of NIT Pondicherry. By being a member of the Board of Governors of NIT Tiruchirappalli from 2013 to 15, he has involved in the planning and development management of NIT Trichy to this height. Senate member since 2004, Dean Planning and Development from September 2010 to June 2011, and Dean Students Welfare from March 2011 to September 2030. He has also served as the President of Faculty Association of NIT Tiruchirappalli and Founder President of Joint Council for Faculty of NITs. He is Academic Council member for several institutions across Tamil Nadu, including PhD College of Technology and PTU. To add his credit, he improved the quality of life at NIT Trichy Hospital by bringing in better system for hospital and waste management. He is also a distinguished reviewer for several journals, and he has reviewed a number of books in his career. To his credit, he has 2 patents in the area of natural fiber composites. NIT Puducherry is in the process of equipping its full potential under his able leadership at an outlay of
Sir, will you please unmute and.
okay, sorry. Thank you. To his credit, he has 2 patents in the area of natural fiber composites. NIT Puducherry is in the process of equipping to its full potential under his leadership at an outlay of rupees 450 crores, and most of the projects have been initiated and it will be completed by year 2022. And above all, he is a sports lover and he is a player himself. He was a kabaddi player when he was studying. Now he is playing badminton as his passion. With this brief introduction, I present the August covering personality, Dr. K. Sankaranarayana Swami, to this August gathering. Thanks for the opportunity. Thank you once again. Thank you. Over to Mr. Anand.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a nice introduction. Now I request our chief guest to give. Sir, please unmute your mic, sir.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Dr. Rajshekharan, it is much beyond my expectation, the introduction. A lot of things have been added by Kumaresan and yourself. Thank you very much for giving me such a nice introduction. First, let me share the screen. A warm good evening to all the engineers who are present and the students who are attending this program. It is my pleasure to extend a warm Engineers Day greetings to one and all present for this today's meeting. This Engineers Day celebration is themed by the theme is established as Engineers for Skill Development and Employment in Combating COVID. Since the year 1967, September 15 is celebrated every year as Engineers Day proposed by Institute of Engineers India. The day commemorates the birthday of legendary engineer, that was civil engineer Sri Mokshagundam Visvesvaraya, who had a very long innings, 102 years. And we are fortunate that he lived so long and helped India to progress. Sir M.V. was born in a remote village in Karnataka. He was a civil engineer, a statesman, and also served as a Diwan of Mysore. Due to his outstanding contributions to society, he has been conferred Bharat Ratna in 1955. He has been hailed a pioneer of economic planning in India, and his work such as Economic Planning in India, Planned Economy for India, Reconstructing India are seen today as reference books for economic planners. And this side of Vishwesvaraya, we generally do not mention. Quote him, to give real service, you must add something which cannot be bought or measured with money. Some of the selected major services and contributions of Moshe Gundam Sri Vishwesvaraya, he designed and patented a system of automatic weir floodgates in 1903. He was the architect for dams in several cities like Mysore and Hyderabad. He played a key role in developing a system of systems to protect Visakhapatnam port from sea erosion. He was responsible for founding the Mysore soap factory, the Bangalore Agriculture University, the State Bank of Mysore, and other important organizations. He was awarded an honorary membership of London Institute of Civil Engineers for 50 years. To his credit, NIT in Nagpur is named as Vishwesvaraya National Institute of Technology, and an engineering college in Bangalore Government Engineering College is named as Vishwesvaraya College of Engineering. Probably there's only a college, affiliated college called as University Vishwesvaraya College of Engineering, aptly so. The theme for today's Engineers Day 2021 is Engineers for Skill Development and Employment in Combating COVID. This theme makes us reflect on the role and responsibilities of engineers, especially with respect to the current times of global pandemic. It also makes us remind ourselves about the responsibilities and qualities that make a good engineer and what social contributions engineers have to make. The pride of engineers. See, a doctor's income increases with increase in disease and illness. A lawyer's income increases with increase in crime and litigation, whereas an engineer's income increases with increase in prosperity of people and nation. So every engineer should be proud of his profession. What's the role of the engineers? Civil engineer build the world, mechanical engineers run the world, electrical engineers power the world, computer engineers program the world, electronic engineers gadgetize the world. So we engineers make this world a better place for other human beings to live. What is the role of engineers in nation building? Every learned person bears a nation building role. Engineers could play even a more defining role in shaping the future of a country. Engineering as a profession combines the value of application of scientific principles to the design and shaping. Key words are applications, scientific principles, design, building, and maintaining. Maintaining is another important aspect here. Not only that, engineer has to plan for the retirement of the existing things, and then when they do planning for retirement, they have to design the replacement also. Science teaches the process of objectivity. Engineering science gives the tools of system derived rather than personality driven actions. Engineering trains the minds to synthesize and apply and not limit only to analyze. Mantra of future engineering is that from Mahatma Gandhi, we need to achieve with less. Whereas rest of the developed world focused on success of technology and engineering in the marketplace of a consumer world, India would need to work on tools of the profession built on the bricks of sustainable consumption. Sustainability is the keyword nowadays that's to be followed. To quote John Anderson, president of National Academy of Engineering, to engineer is a verb, which means that this is a profession that is action oriented. Engineers consider themselves problem solvers and also creators. Create products, processes, and systems that address economic and societal needs. We are used to thinking in systems. A pandemic is a system, for example, and society is also a system. See here, engineer not only solve the problems, they create the problem also. Because unless you create a problem, you cannot find a solution for the progress. Engineers would be nowhere without science, and science would be nowhere without engineering. Because engineers put into motion what science have discovered. National Medal of Science winner Theodore von Karman said, scientists discover the world that exists. Engineers create the world that never was. They are both important. Therefore, combating COVID was a unified effort of scientists, engineers, and managers. The heralding of new decade of in 2020 was marked by the global pandemic and a swiftly falling economy. Though we were affected only in 2020, it started spreading in the fag end of 2019 itself. There was a sharp rise in unemployment, human mortality, and poverty. The need for functional healthcare system, infrastructure, and quality care, medication, and vaccination was the need of the hour. Due to economic downturn, industries and employers chose hiring freezes, pay cuts, layoffs, and some have also shut down. There is a challenge for the survival of elderly people, daily wage workers, and migrants. And we have seen the plight of the migrants during this pandemic period. The pandemic has also affected the global food system. The number of undernourished people, currently estimated at nearly 690 million, is likely to increase by 132 million. The social distancing and home confinement highlighted psychological aspects of COVID and mental health wellness. Working from home is, in many cases, especially in the corporate field, has resulted in collapse of distinction between office time and home time. Here, even the students, those who have been attending classes from home, they have been longing to come back to the campus. And if they tell them, they will next day they will be landing up in the campus. And now we have started calling the BTech students after having all the PhD and MTech students in the campus. Second year students have landed in our campus today, and slowly we will be calling the other year students also. Pandemic also saw huge plastic waste generation due to medical equipment and PPE kits, gloves, masks, and other related health gear. Education domain suffered tremendously due to lockdowns and postponing of exams and courses. It gave rise to online education, new strategies of teaching such as flipped classrooms, new tools and forms of assessment and evaluation. In fact, all the institutions have to, whichever is possible, have to change from the test mode to assessment mode because of this pandemic. New businesses have cropped up in food delivery, e-retail, online education, and these were the buzzwords. The pandemic significantly overloaded the healthcare system and showed the gaps in it. Engineers were needed for the design and manufacture of low-cost ventilators, personal protective equipment, testing kits, field hospitals, and logistics supply chains. And in fact, in Tamil Nadu itself, a hospital was built with 400 beds within 40 days. That's the level of achievement that we have. Existing products and supplies needed to be revamped and updated to keep up with crisis. The genetic structure of virus, that is SARS-CoV-2, was sequenced with scientists and all kinds of engineers optical, electrical, mechanical, computer, and chemical engineers have to working together. Scientists are discovering the vaccines, but when you go for making 100 doses to billion doses, that's a huge engineering challenge. It is the engineers who upscale and make these vaccines available in large doses across countries and continents. The logistics is very important because they have to be transported in a controlled environment. Engineers are also working on maintaining the integrity of the supply chain, getting equipment such as masks, ventilators, and other personal protective equipment to where they are needed. The planning of these things to reach in place at the required time is very, very important. Chemical engineers are working on to provide right chemicals together to make vaccines. Engineers are also applied artificial intelligence and machine learning to facilitate the rapid development of the vaccines. AI and machine learning also providing creative solutions to manage this pandemic situation by providing the predictions. In fact, IIT Kanpur is in the forefront in developing a model to predict the spread of this coronavirus, which almost matched till the second wave. Fortunately, the third wave till now has not so serious. Let us hope that we will not get the third wave at all, so that we can get all the students in the campus very soon. Recently, engineers are modeling the transport of aerosol droplets as it relates to transmission of the coronavirus between two individuals, so that effective countermeasures can be taken. Engineers have also made telework possible, which allows for effective communication and sharing of information. We would not be communicating with each other without broadband, wireless communication, 4G or 5G, Zoom, and other platforms. All these technologies have been elevated by this pandemic. In fact, without these things, we could not have conducted our online classes. Engineers put into motion what science have discovered. They handle the risk modeling, follow a digital twinning of computer data and real world scenario for the modeling of spread. Engineers have brought artificial intelligence, automation, and process control to industry's development of COVID-19 diagnostics. There is a significant progress in rapid diagnostics and risk modeling, which are better systems to anticipate real-world problems that may hamper manufacture. Creation of new jobs based on online education platforms has cropped up. We can see so many organizations offering online assessment system and online tools for taking online classes. Much of the economy will come back to in information technology and manufacturing, and then in the service industry, because you will need service, all of them. To become a self-sufficient in mass production, instead of importing from China, engineers developed N95 mass manufacturing machines. They also developed oversized, low-cost and portable ventilators, which are expected to deliver 500 to 600 ml of air per breath and 15 to 18 breaths per minute, as specified for COVID-19 patients. Engineers have also developed sanitation drone as well as sanitization robo that uses water ionization technology to electrify water droplets and cleanse surroundings easily and effectively. An Indian startup has launched a new thermal camera which uses the brilliance of AI to detect individuals with a body temperature of more than 37 degrees Celsius and alert the system even within the crowd. Corona Shield, an antimicrobial surface protection for cars or bikes, preventing its surface from growing algae, bacteria, mold, was also launched. Others currently working on developing a robo for isolation ward for services such as food and medicine delivery and to carry and dispose of biomedical waste. Tremendous development taking place in robot technology and automation is the byproduct of the COVID-19 outbreak. The other one is skilling. 54th theme says engineers for skill development and employment is meant to combat COVID. Pandemic presented the engineering profession with unique and urgent challenges. Need of the hour is for skilling and re-employment of workforces in existing conditions. It's not only skilling, you have to do reskilling and upskilling also has to be done. Need to think of technical interventions to design, implement, and sound labor market information systems. In fact, NIT Puducherry students also developed a portal wherein the migratory workers, they can put their profile, and also the MSME people, they can also put their requirement, what type of workforce they need. It's a mutual exchange of ideas through this app. It is possible, and it is shortly it is going to be launched. To include accurate market assessments, anticipate problems, and put in place processes for skill recognition and prevent attrition. Poor labor market integration and deterioration of working conditions for all workers is a challenge. Need to scale up skill development ecosystem while strengthening cloud-based infrastructure is needed. Access to skills recognition processes, especially for low and medium skilled migrant workers, is need of the hour. This will be crucial and would assist us in formulating policy recommendations for improvement of the relevant legislative and operational mechanisms. Medical equipment manufacture and networking and innovation is another area that engineers are concentrating. Effective transport and communication channels are needed in this pandemic situation. Maintenance of accurate databases, timely aid is need of the hour for predictions. Online education management, infrastructure assessment and evaluation are the tools needed for online teaching. In fact, online teaching might stay with us. It may not go away. We will be seeing a lot of explosion in online teaching in the near future after the pandemic also. Artificial intelligence and automation are the development that is in fact, to practice these things, a lot of skill is needed for the workforce. That skilling has to be done. And here I would like to say that the educational institutions should come forward providing this type of enhanced skills for the workforce. Need for a simulated approach and interdisciplinary collaboration for effective society-oriented solutions has to be found out. All this requires skill enhancement and employment of manpower. Every time there is a crisis or a major problem, there are opportunities that lead to improvements. For example, there will be more people with ideas about how to distribute things, leading to more Amazon-like companies. New startups can emerge, thereby boosting the economy. There will be innovations in rapid diagnostics. The Holy Grail is a home test for COVID-19. There will be new platforms. This will all produce jobs. We are also learning more about education. So you will see more companies emerging around home schooling and education. Much of the economy will come back in information technology and manufacturing, and then in the service industry, because you will need to service all of these things. COVID will lead to more economic development once we control it. Designing effective tools, devices, and systems to assess, evaluate, and survey existing conditions is needed in combating COVID-19. Working towards prevention or better handling of future crises is the thing that we have learned. In fact, earlier years, when there is a storm or a cyclone, the damages used to be heavier, very heavy, and we can learn it from Orissa, the state government of Orissa, how to handle it. It's the same way countries will come to grip with this type of crisis. Later it comes, we can easily handle it. Effectively networking and connecting those in need with resources, bridging the urban-rural gap. Holistic approach that involves both frontline medical workers and scientists, medical professionals, humanitarians, social activists, and others is achieved, has to be achieved for combating COVID. Once again, to quote John Anderson, the effectiveness of the nation's and the world's response to the challenge posed by COVID-19 pandemic and the recovery of both our economy and the social well-being will depend on the talent of scientists, engineers, and medical professionals. Together, we will be successful. To sum up, if you want to எண்ணியபடியே செயலாற்றினால் ஆற்றுவது உறுதியாக இருக்கப்பட்டால் அவர் எண்ணியவற்றை எண்ணியவாறே அடைவார். If you are strong in your goal, you will definitely achieve it. Finally, to quote Sir Vishwesvaraya, life is always a predicament and the world constitutes a challenge, but a challenge that is opportunity for all of us. Engineers always cherish on opportunities. These are the references from which this is, material has been taken. Thank you.
Anand, unmute and talk.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful theme address, sir. Now I request Dr. N. Kumaresan, Chairman, IETLC, to give momentum to Chief Guest. The student of Chief Guest will receive that momentum. Sir, Kumaresan, sir.
Sir, on behalf of Director Dr. K. Sankaranarayana Swamy, NIT Puducherry, Karaikal, our students will receive and it will be sent to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. I had the privilege of giving this memento to the speakers at Trichy.
Yes, sir. So one more memento. Thank you, sir. Anand?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now it is time to honor our tech Samaritans who have responded to COVID-19 crisis. We have 4 nominations in these categories. First one is hand sanitizer. The product was developed by NIT Tiruchirappalli team. The product is hand sanitizer for in-house. It was developed using ISO propanol and water, hydrogen peroxide, glycerin, and aloe vera. The product was well received by all as the availability in open market was extremely limited during the first COVID wave. The team members are Dr. K.M. Meera Shafira Begum, Dr. N. Anandaraman, and Dr. N. R. Priyanka, Dr. L. Cinderella, Mr. N. Kannan, and Mr. R. Mohan. So the second category, second product is 3D printed face shield. This face shield were distributed to hospitals, police personnel, and airport security officers, doctors, nurses, and other frontline workers. The product was developed by Professor Dr. M. Duraiselvam, NIT Tiruchirappalli. So the third one is developed by BHL Tiruchirappalli team. The product is automatic portable non-contact hand sanitizing system. This team members are Engineer R. Muhammad Isham and J. Murali and B. Johnson and R. Sasikumar and P. Dharmaraj. The automatic sanitizer were made, actually 10 numbers were made within a week. One unit was handed over to Mr. S. Sivarasu, IAS collector and district magistrate of Tiruchirappalli. And it has been extremely effective and useful in BHL hospital and township entrance, where at least 1,500 people visit daily on an average. The fourth one is Animecia, is an electronic gadget. It was developed by Dr. V.R. Sharma Dulipila, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, University College of Engineering, BIT Campus, Anna University, Tiruchirappalli. The device used to measure the dissolved oxygen and pH and temperature of the fish pond water. And once again, I congrats for whoever received Texam Return Awards. So the certificates is available with IEA TLC office. So the momentum and certificates can be collected directly from IEA TLC office.
Thank you.
Now it is time to announce our Best Engineer Award 2021. Now I request Engineer R. Kumar, past Chairman, IETLC and Convener of Selection Committee to announce the Best Engineer Award 2021. Sir, Kumar sir.
Anand, இந்த certificate screenல இருந்து எடுத்துற சொல்லுங்க.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Good evening to all of you. At the outset, let me wish Happy Engineers Day to all our fellow engineers, and also thank Dr. Sankaranarayana Swami for his informative lecture and how to face the challenges and how to get employed. It's really good lecture, sir, and informative at this COVID time. Regarding the Best Engineer Award, this year we received 7 nominations, 2 from NIT Tiruchirappalli, 1 from Sri Ramakrishna College of Engineering, Perambalur, and 1 from K. Ramakrishna College of Engineering, Samayapuram, and 1 from BHEL Tiruchi, and 1 from one wing commandant from Thiruvannamalai. So myself, Sankaran, and Dr. Nicholas, we scrutinized all the applications with respect to the qualification, the experience, and the contribution to the industry, academics, and the society, and also the institution of engineering activities related activities. All these things we analyzed, categorized, and then evaluated all the 7 individuals. And then it was really very tough exercise. Everybody was good in their own field. So, and finally we could pitch upon Dr. S.T. Ramesh from NIT Tiruchirappalli, who is the best engineer for this IEA award of 2021. And I congratulate him for this excellent achievement.
Thank you, sir. Congrats, Dr. S.T. Ramesh. Now I request Engineer S. Samidas, past Chairman IETLC, to read out the citation of Dr. S.T. Ramesh. Sir, Samidas, sir. Sir, unmute, sir, unmute and speak.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, friends. Happy Engineers Day. It is my proud privilege to read the citation for Dr. S.T. Ramesh. Dr. S.T. Ramesh received his BE in Civil Engineering and MA in Environmental Engineering from Government College of Technology, Coimbatore in 1998 and 2000, and also obtained his PhD degree from the EWRE Division, Department of Civil Engineering, IIT Madras, Chennai in 2006. He started his academic career as a lecturer in 2006, and presently he is working as professor in Department of Civil Engineering, NIT Tiruchirappalli. He has made several original contributions to state-of-art academic research and engineering practice by developing novel water treatment technologies and wastewater treatment. He has published 90 research articles in reputed journals and publications. Publication metrics.
Ramesh, switch on your video.
Yes.
Ramesh, switch on video. S.T. Ramesh.
Sir, he is there, sir.
Where?
No, he's there with Dr. Kumaresh.
Yes, with Kumaresan, Dr. Kumaresan.
Oh, okay. I am seeing you. No, sorry, sir. Okay, sir. Go ahead.
He has published 90 plus research articles in reputed journals and publications. Metrics in his corpus include 1,445 citations by 1,139 documents with H index of 21. Under his guidance, 5 PhD and 80 MTech graduates have completed their dissertations. For his academic credentials, he received the Best Professor Award 2021, Faculty Achievement Award department-wise for his contribution in publications, citations, and the consultancy project for the academic year 2018-19, 17-18, and 2016-17 from NIT Trichinopoli. He is a fellow of the Institution of Engineers, India, Institution of Public Health Engineers, India, Indian Water Resources Society, and Indian Water Works Association. He has served as many administrative responsibilities, which include coordinator MTech Environment Engineering, Associate Dean PG Programs, Deputy Admission Center in charge AIEE CCE, member Common Admission to MTech programs, and chairman UGC admission. He has brought many laurels to NIT Trichinopoli, including Green Award, TNPCB, Government of Tamil Nadu, Sacheta Campus Ranking Award, Ministry of Environment, Government of India. He has played a crucial role as a national coordinator. He has set up JOSAA CSAB by the Ministry of Environment, Government of India to manage the joint seat allocation for admissions in the first year of engineering, technology, and architecture planning programs of 31 NITs, 25 IITs, IIEST, Shibpur, and 28 other GFTs for the academic session 2019-20. He was also a member to monitor the implementation of the economically weaker section for the admission in NITs and IIEST Shibpur by MOE. He has served as an expert committee member duly appointed by Honorable NGT South Zone, Chennai, to assess the actual environmental compensation for construction project, and by Honorable Madurai Bench of Madras High Court, Civil Appellate Jurisdiction, to file the status report of Viyakondan Canal, Trichinopoli. He is also serving as a member of Technical Expert City Level Smart City Advisory Forum, Trichinopoli. He has participated in many outreach activities, which include expert committee member, such as the ranking of higher education institutions, AICTE, Government of India, expert member to the inspection committee to grade professional affiliation, Anna University, Chennai, member board of governors, Government College of Technology, Coimbatore, subject expert group, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, flagship program of the Ministry of Education, nationally coordinated by IIT Delhi. With the social involvement, he has been involved as a technical expert in various smart city flagship projects, such as scientific closure of the municipal solid waste dump site, bio-mining of the existing MSW dump sites, and revamping of and modernization of garbage collection and transportation system with COVID-19 proof bins in Tamil Nadu. For over 15 years of sustained excellence in supervision, support, and monitoring of UG, PG, and PhD scholars on their research journeys in environmental engineering, and for sustained excellence in engaging and inspiring students in technical engineering subjects, and continuing leadership in academic administration. The Institution of Engineers India Trichinopoli Local Center is proud to honor him with the Best Engineer Award 2021 as a part of the 54th Engineers Day celebration of the Trichinopoli Local Center. Congratulations, Dr. Ramesh.
Now, may I request Dr. Manjula to hand over the scroll of honor to Dr. S.T. Ramesh. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. N. Kumaresan, Chairman IETLC, to give Best Engineer Shield to S.T. Ramesh.
Thank you so much.
Now I request Dr. S.T. Ramesh to give a few words about.
Respected chief guest of the today's function, Dr. Sankaranarayan Swamy sir, Director NIT Puducherry, Dr. S. Kumaresan sir, Chairman Institution of Engineers, Dr. Kevin, that Honorary Secretary IE, Dr. Sivakumaran, Honorary Joint Secretary, and past chairmen and past secretaries, and my friends and faculty colleagues and student friends, good evening to all of you. I'm extremely honored to be receiving such an important award, Best Engineer Award in 54th Engineer Day celebration in commemoration of 161st birthday of Bharat Ratna, Shri Sir M. Visvesvaraya by Institution of Engineers, Tiruchirappalli local chapter, local center, Tiruchirappalli. Thank you so much for bestowing me with such an honor, and this is a special award. Thank you to the senior authorities of this prestigious institutions to recognize my work in all these years. I feel overwhelmed and emotional, and I'm at a loss of words. This is a very special moment for today. It is already felt like a win when I found that I'm even being considered for this prestigious award from this institution. I'm grateful for this recognition I have received for my work, because I'm very sure that every other nominee of this award was also capable, if not more, of winning this award. Winning this award would not have been possible without the inspiration I have received from my seniors and my colleagues, for whom I have deepest respect, and from whom I have derived the strength to challenge myself and perform better in each stage. I'm fortunate to start my journey as a teacher and offer my services in National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. And this institutions and the incredible teachers in the institution and who work here have taught me everything what I know today. I've learned so much by just observing their work ethics, dedication, and also commitment to their profession. I would like to give a special mention to all my colleagues in the department, and especially for their sincerity has inspired me to step up my career and to do something better for the society. I thank the head of the department present, Dr. G. Swaminathan sir, and past HODs, and my mentor, Dr. CN, and Dr. Moses Santakumar sir, and Professor R. Jaishankar, and Dr. K. Bhaskar, and other colleagues who have supported me as maximum for my career growth. Let me tell you, like, it is not my sole effort that brought me here today. I would like to mention a special mention to my mentor, Professor Mohan, that Professor Department of IT Civil Engineering, IIT Madras, and who was his mentor throughout my stay in IIT Madras. And it is only himself who saw the passion towards myself, and even I could not able to find out what I was. And he saw, and he has his taken my talents and also tuned myself in such a that, and because of that, I'm talking to you in our August gathering right now. And I sincerely thank the directors, like past directors of NIT Tiruchirappalli, and who has given a lot of confidence on myself to take up some of the administrative activities, especially Professor Chidambaram and the former professor IIT Madras and the former director at NIT Tiruchirappalli, Dr. Srinivasan Sundararajan, and he has given me a lot of chance to work and to explore myself in academic activities and administrative activities in NIT Tiruchirappalli. And for that, I have done something for the institute as well. Thank you, sir, so much. And teachers are born with golden hearts, patient like a saint, and dedication without any question. For this, I acknowledge this person, Dr. Minisa G. Thomas, Director, National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your support. Teachers come and inspiration and being guide throughout the career. And you have mentored myself and made me think and got me to a lot of courage to take up a lot of say example, sensible and administrative responsibilities in the institute. And today I blessed to have a mentor like you. Thank you so much, ma'am. I take this opportunity to thank all my teachers who has taught me in school level education, and even for the undergraduate and also postgraduate studies. And from my heart, I say thank you so much, all of the teachers. And thank you so much is all my mentors, those who have supported me, and the commissioners of all municipal corporation, and the CMA, Government of Tamil Nadu, and other officials, and they have also given me a lot of thrust on myself to take a lot of leading the flagship projects like biomining and also biocapping projects in Tamil Nadu. And I would like to extend a warm thanks to a hearty thanks to my PhD scholars and also MTech and also PhD students. And they have been most helpful. And without them, it would not be it would be impossible to successfully execute so many things. And what they have given me for a number of publications, citations, and also H-index to at least showcase myself to some of my the friends in those who are working in IIT system. Most importantly, I can express my gratitude to my father, Appa, who has given a lot of countless sacrifices and hardships, ensured that I got this best education possible. And I lost my father, I think 3-4 months back because of COVID. And wherever he is now, and he is also blessing with me a lot of passionate words. Really, thank you so much, Appa, for your great guidance and also for education for myself. I would like to thank my sincere gratitude to my mother, who has been understanding and cooperative during my academic journey. Your tremendous support has made this journey for more enjoyable, fulfilling. Thank you so much, Amma. Yeah, and thank you that Dr. Gandhimati, my better half. Thank you so much for your inspiring and being there for guide whenever I needed help. Whenever I'm feeling sad and lonely, whenever I'm feeling low and lost, whenever I feel like nothing is, and you are always there. Thank you so much for your help all the time. And you also never, thank you so much for never giving up on me. And thank you so much for your love and support all the time. And thank you so much, Service, my son. And he has not expected anything from me. And I have not something done for anything as other fathers do it. And even then, he used to have a lot of confidence and also faith in me. I thank you so much, Service. I really thank you so much for my father-in-law and mother-in-law. And they are truly blessing. We are truly blessing. And I'm so grateful to you and part of your wonderful family. Thank you so much for your kindness, generosity, and love and affections shown to us in the past years. And thank you so much for my brother and also sister, and those who also joined in this meeting. And even for sometimes this is typical situations of ourselves or myself, and they have supported me mentally and also morally, and thereby I could able to manage my regular activities without any difficulty. Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Rajesh, and thank you, my sister Praja, for your moral support. And thank God and for giving me and blessing me with a lot of opportunities. And this is I feel, and sometimes this award, it is something like what even I did not even think that I may be getting this award, because I'm only 45 years old, just applied for that. And thank you for your say example, like your the help and also guidance, that way I could be able to succeed. And finally, I thank all those who are directly supported with my activities and also indirectly supported, and all of my family members. And even with this, say example, the pathway I could able to manage and also travel a long way. And thank you so much for your support. And I look forward the collaborations with IE, the Tiruchirappalli chapter, with any of the activities. And I'm also ready to work on with social relevant and the industrial relevant problems with BHEL and other related activities. Thank you so much. Thank you all for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. So now I request Dr. S. Karupaswamy, past chairman IETLC, to give facilitation to Best Engineer Award. Sir, Karupaswamy, sir.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
A very good evening to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to felicitate the 54th Engineers Day 2021 hero and IE Engineers Day awardee, Professor Dr. S.T. Ramesh, NIT Tiruchirappalli. In 2015, we IE TLC have conducted a special environment seminar in a very short span of time. When we were looking for a coordinator, I mean the convener, his name was suggested. So on being the convener, I closely associated and interacted with him. Even for fixing the eminent speakers for the 2 days seminar, he himself voluntarily initiated and fixed the eminent speakers from the renowned institutions like Sikri, CLRI, Karunya University, Bharatidasan University, Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board, Pandi Engineering College, etc. From my close association with him, I understand that he is a very active and resourceful person and a highly motivator and mentor. During the discussion, I know that he passed out his PG and UG courses from Government College of Technology with ranks. Similarly, he completed his PhD within 3 years from IIT Madras. In fact, he is one of the stimulus or catalyst to enable me to take up or to reinitiate and continue and complete my PhD thesis even after my retirement. So this is the occasion I want to communicate through this seminar. He is alumni of GCT, and though he is the junior to me, I proudly say that he is my mentor, motivator, and he encouraged me to complete my PhD. Whenever he see me in the NIT campus, he used to encourage the status and encouraged me like anything. With his untiring hard work and contribution, he became the professor of civil engineering in NIT in young age. Being the capable, knowledgeable, and very loyal, helping tendency, and easily approachable person, he was assigned many student welfare activities like associate dean, library, and deputy registrar for academic, stores and purchase, etc. He was assigned with special assignments like, as already mentioned in the citation, the important assignment like looking after the All India engineering admission. Then the biomining activities of Tiruchirappalli is almost the black soil of the Ariyamangalam waste storage area. More than 50% of the waste materials are cleared under his leadership. Similarly, he is closely associating with Tiruchirappalli Corporation for the smart city activities like the integrated bus stand construction and the market construction, etc. So for his outstanding academic excellence like teaching, research and publications, etc., he won many awards from the Institute of International Repute. And he also won the Green Award from the Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board in the year 2017. And similarly, he is this year, recently 2021, he won the Best Teacher Award from the NIT Institution Day. So like that, we can go on adding his social service activities and academic activities and achievements. So in this occasion, I am happy to note from the citation that he was selected as the awardee for his well-deserved all-rounder activities, and he is the eminent person for the IEI 54th Engineers Day 2021 award. So I take this opportunity and convey my hearty wishes and congratulate Dr. Ramesh in this occasion, and I wish him success to bring many more laurels to his institute in the years to come. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Now I
Thank you.
request R. Manjula, committee member of IETLC, to give presentation.
Respected chief guest of today's function, Dr. Sankaranarayana Swamy, sir, Director, NIT Puducherry, and our IE Tiruchirappalli Local Center Chairperson, Dr. N. Kumarasan, sir, and our IEA Tiruchirappalli Local Center, Mr. Anand, Secretary, and other IEA TLC members, invitees, and all the other members who have who are attending this meeting. Very warm good evening to one and all gathered here. So today is the Engineers Day. So we are all joined here for celebrating the Engineers Day. So for Best Engineer Award, which has been given to an appropriate person and my own colleague. So I am very happy to say that he got this Best Engineer Award on this auspicious occasion. And already all the other his credentials has been already covered by the previous speaker and the citations. So whatever the points which I know and which has not been covered, I would like to share a few of the points. So as far as my knowledge is concerned, when we join together, he is the person who is very much sincere, hardworking, and very kind person. And the one thing which we need to everyone used to appreciate from him is that his sincerity. So at 8 o'clock, he used to be in the department. He never compromises. So, and also the hard work, whatever the work and whatever the duties which is given to him, he always gives his best. So on my observations, these are the things which everyone should learn. So even all his students, either UG or PG students, they used to, he used to be a very good motivator for his own students. So all the good things which has to be learned from the personality. So all this, his sincerity and hard work, definitely everyone should learn from him. So I'm very happy to say that he is one such personality. And apart from this, he got so many awards and he brought so many laurels to the department as well as to his family and all his parents. So definitely his parent will be very happy. His parents will be very happy on seeing him like this. And on this auspicious occasion, I would like to say, like, sir, keep doing your work And I pray God Almighty that you will get many more such laurels and many more such awards from Government of India. So we are all expecting that soon in the near future, we will be expecting many more such awards from you. And also, I thank you for giving me this opportunity for felicitating him, because all the points has been covered, so I don't have anything to say about his credentials, because it has been already shared. So whatever is known to me, I would like to share with you people. That's why I am not saying anything related, because he's a very good researcher, he's a very good academician, he's a very good teacher, and he's a very good administrator. And whatever the task which is given to him, he does his 100%. He gives his 100%. So when you are giving 100% effort to anything, definitely that will be the success. So that is the secret behind his success. So he always gives his 100% effort for all his activities, or whatever the activities he has taken up. So that has been very well recognized, and he is one of the supporting pillar for NIT Trichy in all his administration, academics, and research. And whatever the ranking and other things, basically research publications, everything always increases our perception, especially from the civil department. So on behalf of civil engineering department and on my own behalf, I wish Dr. S.T. Ramesh a very best engineer on this day. I wish him a very good success in his near future. And before completing this, I would like to say one Thirukkural. முயற்சி திருவினையாக்கும் முயற்சியின்மை இன்மை புகுத்திவிடும். So he is the best example for that. So keep doing, and he is keep rocking. Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam. Now we come to end of the session. That is what of time.
கார்த்தி வாடா மாமாடா, மாமாவுக்கு நீ பெஸ்ட் இன்ஜினியர்.
So I feel honored and privileged to get an opportunity to propose vote of thanks on this occasion. I thank on behalf of Institution of Engineers India Tiruchirappalli Local Center to Dr. K. Sankara Narayana Swamy, Director, NIT Puducherry. Sir, we are greatly encouraged by your gracious presence and your theme address. We immensely benefited by your inspiring address. Thank you, sir. And I wish to express my sincere thanks to our chairman, Dr. N. Kumaresan, for his valuable welcome address and awarding the best engineer. And I thank IETLC committee members, past chairman, especially Engineer S. Samidas, Engineer R. Kumar, and Dr. S. Karupasamy, Engineer N. Rajashekharan, chairman-elect, and our committee member, Dr. R. Manjula, and past secretaries, senior members, technician members, student chapters attached with IETLC, and our office staffs P. Marimuthu and S. Mutharegi for their excellent support and coordination work. And I convey my best wishes and thanks to IETLC 2021 Best Engineer, Dr. S.T. Ramesh, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, NIT Tiruchirappalli. And also I convey my best wishes and thanks to all Tech Samaritan awardees who have responded to COVID-19 crisis. And on behalf of IETLC and as a secretary, I thank all the participants in this event. I am truly thankful to everyone who all contributed and volunteered their time and service on this event. A big thanks to one and all. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you. Dr. Kumaresan.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Dr. Kumaresan.
1 minute.
Ramesh, sir.
Sir, yeah,
Thank you, Ramesh, sir.
good evening, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Director,
Yeah, please, sir.
sir, Director
Congratulations,
NIT,
Ramesh. All the best.
Sankarnarayana, sir.
Yes.
Good evening. நல்லா
Good evening,
இருக்கீங்களா?
good evening, sir.
ரொம்ப உங்க ஃபேஸ் அப்படியே இருக்கு சார். நான் 5 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி நான் பார்த்தது. Immediately after my retirement காரைக்கால் விசிட் வந்து உங்களை பார்த்தேன் இல்லையா?
ஆமா.
அப்படியே இருக்கீங்க. ஒண்ணும் சேஞ்ச் இல்ல. அப்படியே மெயின்டைன் பண்ணுங்க சார் ஹெல்த்.
Dr. Sankara Swamy Samidas here. Are you able to recognize me?
ஆமா சார், உங்களுக்கு தெரியாம இருக்குமா சார்?
Very good. How are you?
Fine, sir. Very fine.
Dr. Kumar.
Yeah, please, sir.
Next announce பண்ணிடலாமா?
Sir?
Dr. Ramesh,
Yeah, thank you,
I
Mani.
am very proud of you, Ramesh, for
Thank
your
you.
achievement.
Thank you, Mani.
So one appeal to Institution of Engineers. Last year we were
Go ahead.
planning to conduct one workshop in artificial intelligence and robotic applications in agriculture engineering. We could not do due to pandemic. I think in this year, our institution of engineer will support us.
Yeah, sure.
So
Definitely.
that is my kind request, sir, and appeal.
Yeah, we'll do it, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Dr.
Sir,
Ramesh,
sir, something you
Yeah,
want to
PJ sir,
say?
thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, ST Ramesh,
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Do well.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Dr. Kumaresan, thank you very much for
Yeah.
calling me for this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for your time and
Okay, thank you, sir.
well done.
PJ sir,
Congratulations, Ramesh.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Anantaraman, sir.
Anantaraman.
Thank
In
you.
fact, number of participants were more online mode rather than conducting.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you so much.
yes, sir. Jayabalan sir, video போடுங்க.
வீடியோ அந்த ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
பிஜி எங்க ஆள காணோம்.
இருக்காரு. Okay.
PJ sir, மேல வந்து என்னோட brother.
திருப்பூர்ல இருந்து நிறைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் இன்னைக்கு அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணாங்க சார். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர், செகண்ட் இயர்.
Thank you, sir.
இல்ல அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் மோர் தென் 50 இருந்தது சார். இப்பதான் குறைஞ்சிருக்கு.
இல்ல close to 100 வந்துச்சுங்க சார். Close to 100.
ஆமா, நான் மோர் தென் 50 பார்த்தேன்.
Okay, sir. Thank you all. Good, sir.
சார்
PJ sir.
சொல்லுங்க, நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா?
நல்லா இருக்கேன்.
ஓகே.
Thank you, sir.
குமரேசன் புண்ணியா இன்னைக்கு பேட்மிண்டன் கட் ஆயிருச்சு.
Very well, sir. Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to
Okay,
each
sir.
and everyone
Okay.
for making this event a grand success.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
சார் தேங்க் யூ சார். சார் தேங்க் யூ ஆல். குமரேசன் சார்.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
தேங்க் யூ
Thank you,
Thank you all.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, right.